All right, so if we're talking about a backslash, all right, there's a couple options you can do, but the biggest thing is positioning and where we're at, distance-wise, right, that I'm not forcing, right, a technique when the distance is another technique, or just to simply run. I'd rather not bleed, and it's high probability, all right, in this scenario that I'm cut somehow, some way, all right, in here. So if he's just loaded across, just load backslash. So if he's just loaded across, and as we were doing earlier, doing quantum leap, that boom, I'm just in this scenario from I wake up and I'm in this scenario that the angle is a backslash. Everybody see where he's slashing up towards my neck, most likely, right? He might be slashing at an arm, but there's always those probabilities. So from here, my technique could be 2-on-1. My technique may be we load it and and it's right there, right? Keep it in context that it's just, hey, hold on, keep it in context. Just stay there. He's ready to slash me. I'm ready to cut your neck, John. I haven't even made you do any push-ups today. Maybe a couple. All right. So for me here, that's the picture that you've got, right? Whatever in the fight, we're just saying, boom, you open your eyes and you're there. In the fight, boom, my hands are up. I've got a good wall, right? If you're going to catch early, it's going to look like this, and you might be giving them a ramp right into your body, all right? Don't try to catch too soon. That's the number one mistake. I've got this good wall, all right? Elbows are down, all right? It's a wall, just like a wall behind you guys. Now, all right, as he's going, I need to tie it up, and the fight is on from here. All our other principles of the fight are on. All right, can you go into an arm weave? There's all those possibilities. You coming in, boom, and hitting him. Is he really fighting me? All right, and he put your weight back into me, and you're like in here, and I'm just coming up. Oh, I don't have that. All right, now I'm gonna just get the heck away, and don't get up. Do not get up. Put that knife down. Put that knife down. Roll away from the knife. Roll away from the knife. Do not get up. Do not get up. Time, and we could go from there. We're not trying to turn it into anything longer than that. But sometimes you guys need those reps, right? And not disconnecting, letting it play out a little bit. So, as I'm saying, there's a couple things you can do right from there. 2-on-1. It's not. I still have that wall. Boom! And I hit him, and now go for a 2-on-1. Or maybe the context is I'm going in there, and I've got a cavalier on him, possibly. You've got to play around with your possibilities. So there's something to be said about getting 2-on-1, and there's something to be said about boom, defending and getting a hit on him in here. And if he might be going away, that punch might have convinced him to go with that backslash, and now I can break range and get out of there. So if I were going to have to pick one, I don't know which one I'd pick. That punch might come automatic, right? And if I say which one I like, it might not fit for you. The one that feels and kind of, as I always say, comes out of the hat without you thinking is probably the best technique for you to work on. That punch is right there. Great, as long as you have that wall. Would I want to get two hands on after that? Yes. Could I miss the punch? Yes. Could I, here, I'll be the attacker if we better. Nick is really good at controlling. We'll have Nick come up. Right, just playing light in there, zone 2. So if Nick opens his eyes here, hold on, yeah. And again, that's having those eyes closed, just like all in your chokes. Bill's just quantum leap is just different pictures in front of you. Hey, we're going to do chokes all around. You kind of know you're going to get a choke. They're still, this is very similar. Right now, he knows what's coming, but I can let him drift off and, whatever pops into Nick's mind right in here. And then, Nick! Here, right? I certainly might not be there for the 2-on-1. But then the principle of the fight, you see where Nick went, he flowed in that fight. And it's not always gonna be this perfect wall, all right, and control, right? They might get away. They might rip that thing any which way. And that's where, as you guys advance in this technique, it is an advanced technique. You should have a lot of tools in your toolbox. This is why this stuff should all be left out of beginners, because they need those other tools to be able to properly do knife. Because you need like what if. You should have those what ifs in your arsenal from all of your other training. You know, of me just being in the fight with Nick and I'm just taking a hammer fist at him. Right? And hey, somebody's going to throw a hammer fist to the side at you. Right? Either eat it or block it. You don't even need to tell a beginner class that they're working on backslash. They don't even need, because then their mind's going to go into a knife thing. Hey, some guy's just swinging at you. Here's some things to do. But again, they're going to run into the same problems of, hey, and now here's this what if. Sometimes you just have to give people the what if. But as we're saying and watching with Nick, that boom, here, this person might be really coming back again. They might have in that wall, as he walled up and he's going to go to a Russian tie. Just wall up. Boom. As he's here and he's trying to do that, right? Does he still have a good hook here? You know, what's going on? These are things you guys all need to be playing around with and making sure you're not doing the same thing. You know, no, don't do the same thing, all right? So Nick's got his eyes closed in here and he's doing another one. Nick, I'm over here and I'm just playing around with it here, right? Look at that, he capped the elbow, right? He's got me in here close, all good stuff, but I just simply said to myself, I'm just going to try to palm his head for a second. And that offered a whole other thing, right? So don't get in the pattern of doing the same things to your partner. You got to give them different feels. So backslash, 2-on-1, all right? Or, right, block and punch, make space. That's a total principle at Krav Maga.